Hello, my dear lovely students of 4th primary. How are you? I hope you are fine. Today we will take lesson 2 in unit 1. It's gonna talk about really big numbers. Can you work out how many ants are there for each person on our planet? Yes, 1,000 ants, or maybe 10,000 ants or more, right? Okay, now I am Miss Sarah, and today we will know how Omar and Mariam can answer the previous question during today's second lesson, which is called really big numbers. You know that since grade 1, you have learned about reading, writing, and using numbers, right? Through funny games. We have learned about the numbers in ones, tens, hundred, and thousands. Today, we will study bigger number periods where numbers are much larger than what you used in grade 2 and 3. هناخد today bigger and larger numbers عن numbers اللي خدناها في grade 2 and 3. Okay, so concentrate with me very well. We will focus on the place value to the 1 millionth place. And we will also learn how the value of a digit changes as it moves in a whole number. Okay? يعني كل ما النمبر moves to different places كل ما الفاليو بتاعه بيتغير. Now to start our lesson, let's look at the axis section in page 7 in your student books. Let's remember what we studied in the previous grades, okay? Grade 2 and 3, about the place value. Did you remember? I will be giving you 30 seconds to think of all what you learned about the place value chart. Okay, when you get back, we will be sharing our ideas together. Many of you might have thought that you have learned numbers of 6 digits, numbers of 6 digits in periods of what are the 6 digits? Yes, it consists of ones, thousands, and you might have remember of what you learned to read and write and compare numbers of 6 digits to hundreds, thousands. Okay? طيب. Now, after reviewing what we learned about the place value, let's move to the build section. Okay? Now, as you can see here, this is the place value chart. Yes, this is the place value chart where the periods of ones and thousands. Okay? يعني إيه periods of ones and thousands? Look, as you see here, here's the period of the ones, consists of 3 digits, which are ones, tens, and hundred. And this is the period of the thousands, consists of also 3 digits, ones, tens, and hundred. And these 2 periods we already took in 3rd primary. Okay, now can you think of things that can be represented by numbers in the ones and thousands periods? Yes, in the ones and thousand periods. One of you might say, our school has hundreds of students. Yes, another one ممكن حد تاني يقول لي أو يفكر in that we have thousands. Yes, thousands of people live in our neighborhood. عندي thousands of people live in our neighborhood, الحتة اللي أنا عايشة فيها. If you take a close look at the place value chart here shown in front of you, you will see 2 new periods, which are the millions and the milliards. The biggest period here, the millions and the milliards. These are 2 new periods I will teach you this year. Okay? طيب, the millions and the milliards periods, which include ones, also tens and hundreds. يبقى زي ما احنا شايفين كل period تحتها 3 digits, ones, tens, and hundred. Now, can you think of things that can be represented by numbers in the millions or milliards periods? Yes, think of any number. For example, millions of people live in Cairo, right? And milliards of people live in the whole world, right? Do you still remember the question we asked when we start our lesson? Yes, I asked you a question before. Can you remember it? While our friends Omar and Mariam were searching the internet for information about numbers of ants. هما بيدوروا كده على الإنترنت about information about the ants. They learned that for each person living on the earth, there are 1 million ants. Each person, 1 million ants. I'd like you to keep that information in your minds and write it down on a piece of paper. كلنا نجيب pen و paper ونكتب for each person, I have 1 million ants. And we will return to do it later during our lesson. Okay, what is written in the label of each place in the place value chart? I'll be reading out loud with a loud voice and you need to repeat after me, okay? I will say it and you repeat it after me with a very loud voice. Okay, let's start. Yalla, let's start all together. Here I have ones, tens, hundreds, okay? Then, who can tell me? Yes, I can hear you. Thousand, then 10,000 and 100,000. بس كده? No. What about the new period this year? Yes, the million. Here I have million, 10 million and 100 million. Then what is the second period, the new period which we took this year? Yes, the milliard. The biggest house or the biggest period I have. Okay? يبقى after reading the labels of the place value charts, هي دي labels ones, thousands, millions and milliards. Let's practice writing some examples. تعالوا كده مع بعض نكتب examples with each other for big numbers, for very, very big numbers. While writing them down, we will be reading them correctly, okay, together. إحنا الاتنين هنقراهم مع بعض, okay? طيب, can you write this number? Yes. Read it first. Can you read it? Yes. I have 3 houses or 3 periods which are ones, thousand and million. Okay, who can read this number? Yes, it is 35,891,455. Super, boys and girls. In the place value chart, I'll be writing the number, reading it, and you need to repeat after me. Let's start. Okay, now I will write it. 35 million. How can I write 35 million? Shall I write 3 here? No, it is 100, so I will put 0 here. How can I write 35 million? Yes, 35 in the tens and ones place down inside the million house, okay? Then, what about the second house? Yes, 891 what? Thousands, yes, under the thousandth house. Let's write it. 800 what? Yes, 891,000, okay? Then, what should I write? Here, the last house or the last period, 455. Where should I write 4? Yes, under the 100. And 55. So I will put 50 under the tens place and 5 under the ones place. Now, can you read it with very loud voice? Yes, I can hear you. This number can be read as 35 what? 35 what? Million and 891 what? Thousand and 455. Yes. Okay. You see how we read the numbers grouped in each period followed by the name of the period. زي ما أنا قلتها بالظبط. I will say the number then followed by the name of the period بتاعه. If it is million or thousand or ones, طبعا I didn't mention the ones. Okay, يعني here I say 455 only. طيب, now we always read numbers grouped in each period from the left. دايما لما باجي أقرأ number I must start from the left. Let's practice with another example. Look, this number is formed of 4 periods, which are, yes, ones, thousand, million, and the biggest one is the milliard. Who can tell me, how can I write it? Yes, let's write it all together. This is 8 what? Yes, 8 milliard. 8 milliard. I'll put it under the milliard house. Then, what should I do? The next house or the next period is the thousand. Here I have 370,000. So I will put this number under, this is 370 million. So I will put this number under the million house. How can I write it? 370 million, as you see here, right? What about the next house or the next period? As you see here, I have 405 what? 405,000. So I put the number under the thousandth house, okay? 405. Now let's move to the last house. What should you see here? Yes, I have 200 as you see. So where should I put the 200? Yes, like this, I will write it 200. Now, can you read with me this number? Yes, 8 what? 8 milliards, 370 millions, 405 thousandths, and 200. Yes, I can hear all of you, and you're super students. Okay, now we have reviewed the place value chart. So far, we wrote and read new number, periods, the millions, and the milliards. I'd like you for now to take a quick look at the lesson learning targets. Okay, as we'll always do, I'd like you to put a star next to the learning target you think you understand very well. Okay, لو حاجة فهمناها قوي, we'll put star beside it. And draw a circle around the learning target that you think you need to practice more or to learn more about. Okay, now let's complete. Now pay attention with me and focus as I'll be asking you a question. Okay, I will ask you a question. If the value of digit 2 is always 2 in any number, if I give you any number, you will tell me that the value of 2 is always 2? Okay, give it a thought. Let's see. Here I have my chart, and here I have the numbers. So now let's see number 2. If I put it in the ones place, look here. What is the value of 2 now? Yes, 2 is in the ones place, so it is the value of 2 is only 2. Okay. Type. What about if I change the place value of the 2? Yes, if I put it in another place, what should I do? Yes. Okay, if digit 2 is placed in another place, which is 10,000. Look, where is the 10,000? Here is the thousand, and here's the 10,000. So what is the value of 2 in the 10,000? Who can tell me? 2, and beside it how many zeros? 4 zeros. It will be 20. 20 what? Yes, 20,000. يبقى 2 in the 10,000, the value of it is 20,000. Okay? Type. If I place 2 in the 100 million, where's the 100 million? Yes, as you see here, this is the million and this is the 100 million. So if I put 2 here in the 100 million, what is its value? Yes, who can tell me? Look, the value is, I will put 2 and I'll put how many zeros? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will be 200 what? Million. 200 million. Right? يعني 200 and beside it 6 zeros. Now I think you are ready to play one of our maths funny games which we use to play in order to learn. In your student book in page 8, okay? There is a hands-on activity game. You can play this game with your friends, your sisters, your brothers by using number cards from 0 to 9. And you will keep the cards face down and randomly select a number cards one at a time. The number will be written in the place value chart in your books. Okay? Now you need to make sure that the number you form has the biggest value, and the biggest number will be the winning number. And this game, we will make it now. I will invite one of my friends to play with me now. Let's see. Okay, now I have invited Abdurrahman to play with me the funny and interesting game. Okay, are you ready, Abdurrahman? Ready? Let's start. Okay. طب أنا عايزة أشرح لكم تاني what is the game. And after we finish, I want you all to play it with your friends, okay? Now I have so many cards, lot of cards. I'll put it like this, okay? مقلوبة. وهختار one card randomly وهشوف النمبر it will be what. Then I will put the numbers in different places. كل واحد هيختار النمبر يحطه في أنه place. طيب, who will win? The one who will win that, the one who will form the biggest number. Okay, let's see. You guess me or Abdurrahman will win. We will see now. Okay. طيب, now which color you want يا Abdurrahman to write with? You want black and I will use the red one. Okay, so open it. Now I will choose the first card. Look يا Abdurrahman. The first card is 5, right? This is 5. So انت عايز تحط ال 5 in which place يا Abdurrahman? يلا, write you first. You will put the 5 here. This, can you say the place value of this 5? It is 10 million, right? Now Abdurrahman put the 5 in the 10 million place. So I will put the 5 in the 100 place. Okay? Let's choose another one. Okay? You want to choose now? Yeah, it's your turn. Can you choose one card? Yes, choose any card you want. Okay? 4. You will put 4 in which place? This is what? 4 tenths, right? Type. I will put 4. I think I can put it in the ones place also. Okay? Now it's my turn to choose a random card. Now it's 8. تحطها فين يا عبد الرحمن? Show me. Yes, you put the 8 in the 100 million. Why يا عبد الرحمن? Because 8 is big number? Yes, super boy. طيب, I want to put the 8 in the 10 million place. Okay? Now it's your turn يا عبد الرحمن. يلا, hurry up, choose one card. 2. Yes, in the ones place. Also, I will choose the ones place. You know why? Because it is small number. Okay, it's my turn. I will choose one card. Look, 4 again. Okay, you will put it in the 100 place. Okay, I'll put it in the 1000 place. Now, it's your turn, ya Abdurrahman. Choose one card. Quickly. Any card. Yes, show me. You choose 0. Where should you put it? You want to put it in which place? Choose any. No, you can't. Yes. Is this what? 1000? Yes. Okay, I will put the 0 in the 100,000 place. Okay. Now it's my turn to choose a card. It's what? 1. Tell me. تحط ال1 فين يا عبد الرحمن؟ 1. Okay, me too. I'll put it in the 10,000 as Abdurrahman said. It's your turn, ya Abdurrahman. Can you choose one card? Show me also 1. In this place? Yes. It's what? It's 100,000. Okay, I'll put it in the million. 1 million. So the next number is 9. In the millions? Also, I'll put 9 in the millions. Okay, it's your turn, ya Abdurrahman. Show me. Look, 6. This is 6. تحطها فين يا Abdurrahman? Oh, now. Okay, I'll put 6 here. And let's read the number. Can you read your number? 985. Sorry, 9 milliards. Look, this is the house of it. 9 milliards. Now 856 million. 110,000. 442. Look, my number is smaller than your number. It's 9 milliards, 681 millions, 14,542. Okay, fourth primary, isn't it a funny and very interesting game? Yes, I think so. So thank you, Abdurrahman, so much. Okay, this game teaches you a very important point. Although we both use the same numbers, me and Abdurrahman, yes, we play and use the same numbers, but we form different numbers as you see in the chart, because everyone plays the number differently in the place value chart, okay? After playing this game, can you form a bigger and smaller number out of the following same digits? Here I have these digits. I want to form the greater number formed from these digits and the smallest number formed from these digits. Can you? Okay, think of how, and we will return to this question later. Okay, now, do you still remember the piece of information that I asked you to write on a piece of paper? Can you remember it? And you will return back to it later? Let's see exactly. Yes, Omar and Maryam came across the information that for every person living on the earth, there are how many ants? 1 million ants. Okay, let's see. Again, for each person, I have 1 million ants. Let's base on that information, how many persons will be there for a milliard ants? Let's see here in the chart. Like if I have 1 million ants for each one person, this is 1 million ants for each one person. What about if I have 1 million? Look, how many persons for 1 million? Like to go to the milliard, how many places should I move? Yes, look, 1, 2, 3. But to go to the milliards, I will move 3 places to the left. I will move 3 places to the left to become what? Yes, to become 1,000. Each one person has 1 million ants, and each 1,000 persons have 1 milliard ants. Okay? Now you know how can you make it? Okay. And also we can make it in another way. Let's see the other way. Let's do it all together. Now, as you see here, Omar and Maryam told us that for each one person, we have how many ants? Yes, you are right. We have 1 million ants. For each one person, we have 1 million ants, right? So, what about if I have 10 persons? What about if I have 10 persons? Yes, for each 10 persons, I have 10 million ants, right? What about if I have 100 persons? For each 100 persons, I have 100 million ants, right? What about if I have 1,000 persons? For each 1,000, 3 zeros, persons, I have what? I have 1,000 million. Very big number. مين شاطر يقول لي 1,000 million means what? The milliard has how many zeros? Yes, milliard has 9 zeros. Look, here I have 9 zeros. So 1,000 million means it is 1 milliard. Okay? And this is the second way I can make it. يبقى for each 1,000 persons, I have 1 milliard ants. Okay? I hope you understand it very well. Let's complete our lesson. Okay? After finishing Connect section, we need to check your understanding to what we learned today by answering the practice exercises in your book, in your student book, page 9. Okay? But before we share the answers to the practice activities in page 9, you will have your chance to answer the practice activities in a minute. and you will check the answers. We will check the answers together. Okay, let's see. Now here's page 9, as you see here. Number 1, there is the numeral. Can you read this number or numeral? Yes, it's 234,568. Okay, right. Which digit is in the tens place? Which digit is in the tens place? Can you tell me? Yes, this is the ones and this is the tens. So 6 is in the tens place, right? Okay. And which digit is in the hundred thousandths place? Which digit is in the hundred thousandths place? Now, first of all, I have how many periods here? Here, the ones, and here is the thousand. So, where is the 100,000? Where is the 100,000? Yes, I can hear that one says this is the thousand, this is the 10,000, and this is the 100,000. So, 2 is in the 100,000th place. What about, or which digit is in the 1,000th place? In the 1,000th place. Yes, 4 is in the 1,000th place. Okay, now you understand it? Let's move to the second part. Using the following number, complete the directions. Okay, can you read these numbers? Type. This is a very big number, I know, but if you put the periods or if you put the houses, it will be very easy for you to read it. Let's start. Okay, the first house is called what? Yes, it is ones. The second one is called thousand. The third one is called, yes, million. And the biggest one is called milliard. You can write it MRD. Okay, so here I have 1 milliard. First of all, you must read your number. Here I have 1,542,345,678. Okay, now let's see. Here he wants me to underline the digit in the 10 million place. Underline the digit in the 10 million place. أول حاجة هروح للمليون house. Where's the 10 million place? Yes, it is in the middle of the million house. يبقى I will underline the 4, which is in the 10 million place. Okay? Type. Here, draw a square around the digit in the 1 milliard's place. In the 1 milliard's place. So I will go to the milliard and I will make square around which digit? And عندي 1 digit only in the milliard, which is 1. So I will make square on the 1, which is the milliard. Now, you want me to circle the digit in the 100th place. In the 100th place. Where is the 100th place? Yes, here is the ones and tens and then 100. So I will circle the 6, which is in the 100th place. Type. Let's move to the next exercise, number 3. Let's see. Here, he is asking me, is the digit 8 always worth 8? Again, is the digit 8 always worth 8? Why or why not? If yes, why? And if no, why not? Use what you know about place value to support your answer. Now we answered this question before with the digit 2. Can you remember? And you can do the same with digit 8. With the same steps by using the place value to support your answer. Now let's go back to the question I asked you to think of during the lesson about forming the bigger and the smaller numbers from the digits that we have here. Okay, now let's see. Okay. Now, here I have these digits, which are 2577. Yes, 25770641. 0, 6, 4, and 1. Look, these digits I want to form the greatest and the smallest number only using these digits. ما حدش يزود digits من عنده. digits دي بس هي اللي هستخدمها to form greatest and smallest number. Let's start with the greatest number. Let's start with the greatest number. Okay. طيب. When I choose to start the greatest number, so which is the biggest digit here? Yes, look, the biggest digit is 7. So I will start with 7. طيب, حدا هيقول لي Miss, I have another 7. So write it again beside it. Okay? طيب, then what should I do? Which is a little bit smaller? Which digit is a little bit smaller? Yes, 6 is a little bit smaller. Then which digit is a little bit smaller? 5. Excellent. Then which digit is a little bit smaller? 4. And then what should I write? Yes, 2. And then which digit is a little bit smaller? 1. And finally 0. So this is the greatest number I can form using these digits. Can you read it? Yes, let's read it. It's 77,654,210. Now let's form the smallest number using the same digits. The smallest number here. Okay, who can tell me which is the smallest digit here? Yes, 0 of course is the smallest digit here. But I want to ask you a question. Can I start any number with 0? No. If I start the number with 0, 0 has no value. Okay? الزيرو ملهاش أي قيمة لما أبدأ بيها number. So if I start with 0, so I will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits only من ال 8 digits. Okay? So can I start any number with 0? Of course no. So I will start with what? Yes, I will start with 1, then 0, and then, yes, يبقى 1, 0, 2. Which number is bigger than 2? Yes, as you see here, 4, and then 5, and then, of course, 6, and then I will write 7, and finally 7. And this is the smallest number I can form using these digits. Can you read it now? Yes, it is 10,245,677. Okay, I hope you understand this point very well. Now we notice two things here. First, we write the same numbers like 7 next to each other. Second, we form the smaller number and we cannot start the 0 on the left, as 0 to the left of any number has no value. ملهاش أي قيمة. If I start any number with 0, يبقى كده أنا استخدمت 7 digits only. Why? Because 8 has no value لو أنا بدأت بيها. Okay? يبقى I will use 7 digits instead of 8. Add the bigger number with the 0 to the right of other digits. You can find other questions similar to that question or different from it in the section. Check your understanding, which you can access if you can scan the QR code on the screen now or from your digital textbook. At the end of today's lesson, we have learned how to read and write very big numbers by identifying the place value of the number digits and learned how the value of the digit changes according to its place value. And don't forget to review what we learned about today's lesson and its learning targets and make sure you understand everything. And if you want to research some funny facts about math, look for more examples around you in things that can be represented in millions and milliards. See you next lesson. Thank you so much and goodbye.